Are you ready to slash the learning curve to make millions? In this video, I'm going to take you through the 7 habits that made me millions in my 20s. Now, these are going to be the shortcuts. If you implement them and you do them consistently, you will actually see results, and the compounding effect of these things will change your life and your family's life for good. So the first one we want to get into is investing all of your money into self-education. Now, one of the biggest mistakes people make is they're afraid of spending money on learning. Now, the compounding effect of investing in yourself to learn new skills, whether that be marketing, whether that be sales, whether that be, if you're a fitness coach, developing your own physique, is exponential returns. And these are going to be skills that you're going to have for the rest of your life. So if these are taken away, you're going to have them forever. And this is a huge thing you need to think about. And what you want to have is this. You want to have an infinite budget for learning, because if you have an infinite budget for learning, you have an infinite earning potential. And that's where so many people go wrong, is they're constrictive in terms of spending money, in terms of learning information and learning knowledge. And the information and knowledge is what's going to help you acquire more wealth and help you get to the next level. So you need to reprogram your brain to understand that you need to invest in yourself to get to the next level. And from my own experience, I spent probably $250,000, $300,000 in the last 3-4 years alone in terms of mentorship, masterminds, and learning the shortcuts to get to the next level. And that's why if you're stuck right now, you've never spent a penny in terms of getting to the next level, that's why. You can spend as much time as you like watching YouTube videos like this, as much as it's great content, but the reality is you just need to fix 1 to 2 to 3 things, and that will turn over exponential returns and growth within your business. Second, be willing to let go of friendships that don't serve you. So over my rise from being a estate agent 5 years ago to creating one of the largest fitness businesses in the world online, I have had to let go of probably 95% of my friend group, probably even more than that. Now, the reality is those people don't serve me anymore. We're on completely different paths. And I'm on a path to go and do what I want to do, and they want to play FIFA and play Netflix. Now, the reality is that the people you surround yourself you're going to become, and you'll probably find naturally you'll outgrow a lot of people. And this is actually one of the reasons a lot of people get divorced, is because they meet a partner and maybe that partner doesn't keep up with them. And what you want to think about this is like just like crabs outgrowing their shells. It's a natural thing. And for you, you must shed your past to expand your future. And that's the key for you to get to the next level. Number 3, this is a key habit that literally changed my life and actually created the relationship I have right now. And that's saying yes to absolutely everything despite being uncomfortable. So interesting story. I met my current partner in Dubai. A friend of mine asked me if I wanted to go hiking the next day, and I was like, oh, yeah, it sounds good. And then he was like, you have to get up at 4 a.m. I was like, maybe not so much. And I was like, I remembered in my head, I was like, just say yes to everything. So I was like, fine, I'll just go. And then I met my current partner. And that's how saying yes to everything can change your life. You don't know by saying yes to something and just meeting a different person or going to a different networking event or trying a mastermind or trying a different strategy with your social media, what can happen from that. The biggest reason most people fail is they don't actually try in the first place. So say yes to more things, particularly when you're at the beginning of your journey, the more success you'll see, because you have less to lose. And that will change as your career progresses, but it's a key thing to think about. Number 4 habit that you want to think about is finding multiple mentors. So probably in my progression as my career, I've probably moved through 5, 6, 7 different mentors, and you'll need people from different levels, right? So I can help a fitness coach go from 0 to 400-500K a month because we've done that. If anyone gets above that, then I'll come to you for mentorship because we haven't done that yet. And our goal within our fitness business is to scale that to $1 million a month. And I can congruently help anyone get to that point because I've done that myself. Now, the reason you need multiple mentors, not just for growing your business, is you want to seek specialists in every area of your life. So whether that be building your own physique, whether that be your knowledge and maybe learning a different language, maybe you want to learn a different skill. I've just started playing loads of paddle tennis, whether you want to learn to box, you need to find different specialists for different areas of your life. At any different time, I probably work with 3-4 different mentors for different things because people specialize in different areas. No one can be a master of everything, and that's why you need to not go to a jack of all trades. You need to go to a master of every field. And that's why within our mastermind at 7-Figure Scaling Systems, we have a specialist in each different role because they're different. They're better at those things than I am, and they're better focused if you go super deep on one subject than going very broad. And that's a huge mistake a lot of people make. Number 5 is getting comfortable in isolation. So fighting loneliness brings pain, and mastering loneliness brings bliss. And one of my favorite things is actually being on my own and having quiet. Now, the reality is a lot of people are afraid to sit by themselves because that's when they can actually think clearly. And the most powerful thing you can actually do right now is to sit and think about where are you going in your life? What's the big thing that's holding you back? What is it you really want to achieve? And if you don't ask yourself those 3 questions, you're not really going to go anywhere. And you're just going to do what everyone else does who's stuck in the matrix of society, following along with the norm with your shit job or your fitness business that's stalling along and not being where it wants to be because you're not making radical change. So one of the most important things you can actually do is schedule like thinking time every week. Like often I'll just go for a walk and just not take my phone and just think, and like ideally do that first thing in the day so you haven't had any social media interaction, you haven't anything all to your mind, because one of the big things that people don't realize is that your thoughts aren't your own thoughts. Your thoughts are placed in your head based upon what you see, the people you speak to, and the information that's put in front of you. 2 months ago, I went to the Maldives for 4 or 5 days. I didn't even take my phone. Now, the reality with that, I actually came back, I felt like a different person because I suddenly had complete control of the way I thought and the way I felt because I didn't have external things triggering me. And you'll see a lot of people get almost this addiction to like dopamine in terms of getting the next sale, the next like on Instagram, next viral video. And that's a huge thing that people need to understand. Number 6 habit is being intentional with what you feed your mind. Now, what you want to think about is this. You want to trade social media for books. You want to trade Netflix for courses. And think about what you're doing with your time, because one of 2 things is happening. Is it whatever you're doing right now, like watching this video, listening to this podcast, is either taking you towards your goals or taking you away from your goals. It's taking you towards the person you want to be or taking you away from the person you want to be. And this is a huge thing you really need to think about. And when you're intentional with this, you can create exponential growth within yourself and then also within your business. Number 7, and this is the most important, and this is mastering the art of self-discipline. And by self-discipline, I mean doing the things you have to do even when you don't want to do them. For example, on Sunday, I really didn't want to go to the gym and train. I was literally driving to the gym, like, fuck this, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. I just put my headphones in and I just went and I just did it. And I wasn't in the mood, I felt a bit shit, and not because I was hungover, because I don't drink, and it sucked balls, but I just did it and I got it done because I'm disciplined. And the most powerful thing you can have is the ability to be disciplined and do the things you don't want to do, but do it like you love it. And that's one of the key things to get you to the next level. And when you can do that, it will make the rest of your life easy, and it can be the beginning of setting up the rest of your life for success. And when you have that mindset in terms of being disciplined, having a good structured routine, and you create the right habits, it's that compound effect that will then get you to the person you want to be. And these are the 7 habits that have helped me generate millions in my 20s and now got me to the point where I live in Dubai. I have a very flamboyant life and I can do whatever I want. And my mission is now to help other people do the same because they don't know what they're capable of. And that just comes down to you rewiring your mindset and having the right guidance. So if this podcast and YouTube video has helped you, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button and share it with a friend. Drop a comment below with any questions. And if you're looking to blow up your fitness business, hit the link below this video and you can book in your free diagnostic call to find out exactly how we can help you. And we'll see you next episode soon.